The education system today is broken.
Yeah, I didn't have any kind of direction as far as that went, as far as going into college. I just kind of had to do it on my own.
Although it is intended to meet the needs of our children,
many of the professors here don't care if you succeed.
You know, you don't know what you're doing when you first get into college, and you know, I took some classes when I very first started that I wasn't prepared to take.
A lot of kids, they don't know what they want to do, so they come in and they just take a lot of classes that they don't need to take, and sometimes they end up struggling.
Somehow, it's our children that often suffer.
The worst has happened. Accreditation lost. Today, Clayton County became just the third district in the nation in 40 years to be stripped of its accreditation. And now the students will pay the price.
That's why we need hope.
Ours is not a 1950s mentality. It really is a mentality that says our kids can. They can learn. They can do anything that we give them to do. And when we don't put those boundaries on them, they excel. As opposed to the typical public school environment. And I'm not putting down public school. Really and truly, I know that the public school has a wide range of students that they have to meet. So they're gonna zone in on an average, but what we're trying to do is bring that average up.
The primary focus at Hope is really making a difference in the children. We have an opportunity to help these children write their future.
Hope's skilled educators give each student the one-on-one attention that they need.
At Hope, the way that we personalize the education is that the children aren't a number here. We take project-based management skills and we really apply them to the needs of the children. We teach from the book, true enough, but on the other end of it, how do we apply what we're learning in the book at the time to true projects that can be applied to the real world? Now, some opportunities that we have is that when we get children coming in from the other schools, they may have a reading deficit. And you know what? They may have been flying by okay in the other schools because they just wanted to pass them. Did you pass the CSCT? Yes, well great, move on. We want to find out the core base. Does that child need improvement in reading? If so, we stop, we get a game plan together as a group, and we go and attack it so that that child is not lacking.
The tight-knit faculty at Hope is committed to excellence in education.
It's so important to teach them the excellency. And that's what I think, of course, that really attracted to the school was the Hope Schools of Excellence. That children forget that takes a lot of discipline to become excellent students.
One of the goals of my class is to ensure that at the end of the day, our students are able to effectively communicate in Spanish. A lot of schools offer many languages, as we know. It's one thing to say that you take a Spanish class, it's another thing to actually be able to effectively communicate in Spanish.
What my goal is for the science classes is to get the students to obviously learn the material, but enjoy it at the same time. So I make use of lots of hands-on projects and virtual labs to help convey the information that we need to get covered.
I teach the students that teaches. The students also teach their parents Chinese. So I teach them ni hao means hello, and the kids going home and they teach their parents ni hao means hello. So their parents with me in the morning, they say ni hao instead of say hello. So I feel very good. You say even I not only teach students but also teach their parents.
More than ever, the Hope Schools of Excellence are needed for today's world and also for tomorrow's future.
Well, I believe that we are actually at a crisis mode. When we look at where the future is going with regards to technology and engineering and computers, our students are not as well prepared as those that are in China and Asia and children across the Great Ocean. It's alarming to see the number of students who are not graduating from college. It's alarming to see the number of students who aren't prepared for the digital age.
We cannot let our children be left behind. They're our most valuable investment.